Okay, so in this chapter number 14, Principles of Organic Chemistry, till now we have studied about the introduction. Okay, what is the meaning of organic chemistry? Okay, then what are the structural representation? Okay, how to represent the structure, any structure, okay, any molecule, its structure. Then representation of organic molecule, that is what the molecule. Then we have also seen the representation in terms of dash as well as a dot. Okay, so dot which will represent the valence electron for that particular atom. Okay, and the dash which will represent there is a bond which is present in between the two different atoms. Okay, so the bond that will represent the atoms, okay, the electrons which will take part, okay, in formation of the bonding. So we have seen dot structure. Okay, we have seen this covalent bond formation, then condensed formula, how to represent it, the condensed formula, that also we have seen. The bond line formula, we have seen with the zigzag formula. Okay, so the zigzag line which will represent there is a carbon atom which is present in between that zigzag line. Okay, so that also we have seen. So now we'll see the next topic, that is drawing the molecules in a three dimension. So how to draw the molecules in a three dimension, that we will see. Okay, so how to draw the molecule in a three dimension, that today we'll see. So drawing the molecule, how to draw the molecule, and what are the various ways by which we can draw the molecule in three dimension. Okay, in three dimension structure, in dimension. So in three dimension, there are different ways by which we can draw the molecules, organic molecules especially. Okay, so most organic molecules have three-dimensional shapes. Okay, so there are four different methods that are used to represent the three-dimensional molecules on plain paper. So generally in our study, we are representing all these organic molecules in our paper. Okay, in our book. So how to represent it? So there are different ways. So very first is called as a Wedge formula. Okay, Wedge formula. Okay, so we'll see what is the meaning of Wedge formula, in which how the dash dot. Okay, what are the different ways of representation in case of Wedge formula? So a three-dimensional, a 3D view of molecule can be represented. Okay, so a 3D molecule. Okay, what is that? 3D three-dimension molecule, X Y Z direction. Because we have to understand, okay, although if it is drawn in on a paper में अगर वो draw करने के बाद वो हमें समझना चाहिए कि वो है क्या, वो line है क्या, what that line is representing, whether that line is representing suppose x axis, y axis and z axis. Okay, these are the three dimensions. तो उसमें से हमें ये समझना है कि थ्री डायमेंशन वो कैसे है. Okay, and how we are representing it on a paper. Okay, so there are the ways. So three dimensional views of molecule can be represented on a plain paper by representing a uh, single bond. Okay, single bond के लिए. Okay, so we are representing in case of a single bond, and how that single bond is represented using solid wedge. So if it is solid wedge, okay, solid wedge line, and this solid wedge line will be represented like this. Okay, so it will be represented like this is the solid wedge. Okay, आप देख सकते हो, it is having decreasing in a thickness. Okay, आप देख सकते हो ये line, this is the line which is decreasing in its thickness. पहले initially ज़्यादा thickness है, so this is called as a solid wedge. Now where to represent this solid wedge? This solid wedge. Then another is a dash wedge. Okay, another is a dashed wedge. Okay, dash wedge से represent करते हैं. So what is that dash wedge? A long line, then small line, then small line, small line, small line, small line, small line, like this. Okay, so there is a difference between this solid wedge and dash wedge. Okay, have a look at it. So this is a dash wedge and a normal line, and another is a normal line. So a normal single line like this. Okay, so this is a wedge formula. So a solid wedge is used to represent a bond projecting up from the paper. Now what this represent? A solid wedge is representing, this will represent a bond. Okay, this will represent a bond projecting up, a bond which is projecting upward. So if this is your paper, if this is blackboard is our paper, so a bond which is shown with the help of solid wedge, which will be project towards us, यानी वो हमारे साइड में प्रोजेक्ट हो रहा है. ओके, तो उसको हम लोग कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे? दैट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय दिस सॉलिड वेज which is completely filled. Okay, so bond projecting up um, from the papers. Okay, from the paper towards reader, towards reader. So this is very important, towards reader. So this is very first solid wedge. Okay, solid wedge will represent a bond which is projecting up from the paper towards reader, यानी हमारे तरफ वो represent होगा. Okay, another dash wedge is used to represent a bond going. So this will represent a bond that is going backward. Okay, that is going backward. So if suppose a dash wedge is represented in any organic molecular structure, so it will represent that कि वो जो line है, वो जो the bond which is present in between that atom, okay, जो भी वो bond है जो हम लोग dash wedge से represent करने वाले, वो कहाँ पे जा रहा है? इस ब्लैकबोर्ड के या फिर इस पेपर के बैक साइड में पीछे जा रहा है. Okay, so the bond which is going backward. Okay, so a dash wedge is used to represent the bond going backward below the paper, away from the reader, which is what? Below the paper. It is below the paper and it will be away from the reader, away from the reader. So these are the two different ways, solid wedge and dash wedge, in which one can easily understand uh, the bond which is projecting in upward or towards reader. Okay, solid wedge ये हमारे तरफ प्रोजेक्ट होगा और जो डैश वेज है वो कहाँ पे प्रोजेक्ट होगा? Away from the reader. Okay, because it is three dimension, because we cannot understand this because ये plain paper है, ये plain surface है, one dimensional. Okay, two dimensional है, but we have to understand this with the help of a three dimension. So then a normal line depicts a bond in a plane of the paper. और ये जो थर्ड वाली जो लाइन है, okay, this is the third line, that is a normal line. Okay, so this normal line will depict, okay, this will represent a bond in the plane of paper. This will represent a bond in the plane of paper, यानी वो इसी प्लेन में है जिस प्लेन में ये अब हमारा पेपर है या फिर हमारा ब्लैक बोर्ड है. Have you understood? Okay, so normal line, अगर मैं ऐसे normal line शो करता हूँ, okay, एक normal line शो करता हूँ, okay, and suppose I am representing like this, okay, x y z, okay, और कोई भी suppose मान लो दूसरा है, ये है suppose like this. Okay, and suppose this is A. So what this will represent? There is a bond which is present between X and A atom. बराबर है, ये कोई भी atom है suppose, and what where this is going? This is going away from the reader. The bond which is present between X and Z, which is towards the reader, and X and Y के बीच में जो bond है, वो कहाँ पे है? Plane of the paper. So this is the best way or easiest way to understand. Okay, so wedge bond, which will represent a three-dimensional organic molecule, organic structure. Okay, so for convenience, a solid and a dash wedge can be replaced by a solid bold and dash line. हम लोग इसको replace कर सकते हैं. Okay, so let us see example. CH4 मीथेन का example देखते हैं. Consider this is C. Okay, ये देखो एक ये हाइड्रोजन. Okay, another hydrogen atom. Okay, and look at this, another hydrogen atom, but right now it is solid wedge. This is the solid wedge. और जो दूसरा है ये देखो आप. Okay, so what this is representing? A bond which is going below the paper. Okay, ये देखो ये वाला जो दिखाई दे रहा है dash wedge वाला, ये वाला, this will represent a bond which is going below the paper, and this will represent bond which is facing towards the reader. Okay, So this is the example of CH4. Okay, and the representation of a wedge formula. Okay, so this is the representation of wedge formula. Next, second representation we'll see, that is Fisher projection. Okay, so we'll see the Fisher projection. The next representation. Yes. So the next representation, second representation is, yes, is called as a Fisher projection. Fischer, Fisher projection, and it is also called as a projection formula or cross formula. Okay, so Fisher projection formula, or it is also called as a cross formula. So what is this cross formula now? Okay, so in this representation, a three-dimensional molecule. Okay, so three-dimensional molecule is projected on a plane of paper. Okay, so 3D molecule. So I'm going to write down here in short. So 3D molecule will be represented. Okay, 3D molecule will be represented on plane of paper. Okay, plain paper पे represent करते हैं three dimension molecule को. Okay, so three dimension molecule will be represented on a plain paper. Okay, on plain paper, and how that is represented with the help of this Fisher projection. Okay, so it can be drawn by visualizing the molecule with its main carbon chain vertical. Main carbon chain vertical means what? It will be like this. Main carbon chain will be vertical. यानी ये vertical जो line दिखाई दे रही है इसमें ही carbon carbon atom आएंगे. Okay, so this is main thing about this Fisher projection, and each carbon on the vertical chain is represented by a cross. Okay, cross. So suppose this is a cross. Okay, suppose this is the cross. Now what will this will represent? अगर ये मान लो this one line and this one line. So what this will represent? There will be a carbon atom definitely on a vertical line. तो कहाँ पे होगा? एक यहाँ पे होगा, दूसरा यहाँ पे होगा, बराबर है. एंड राइट नाउ देयर इज वन हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन यहाँ से गई है, तो तीसरा कार्बन एटम यहाँ पे होगा. ओके, सो दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. ये लिखा नहीं होगा यहाँ पे कार्बन है करके, बट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर इज अ कार्बन एटम which is present in between this cross. Okay, so each carbon on the vertical chain is represented by a cross. The convention is that the horizontal line of the cross represent a bond projecting up from the carbon, and the vertical line, okay, vertical line represent the bond going below the carbon. Okay, so ये जो vertical line है which will represent a bond which is going that is bond going below the carbon. Okay, जो नीचे जा रहा है, and this will be represented like this. Example देखते हैं हम लोग इसका. Yes, so take the example of, yes, CH3. This is CH3, H and COOH. So there will be one carbon atom which will be present over here. Okay, so we similarly we can draw a wedge formula. Okay, wedge formula हम लोग draw कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे देखो, ये देखो कार्बन, यहाँ पे so we know that a solid wedge is representing, okay, that bond projecting up. Okay, ये हमारे तरफ आ रहा है, ये देखो, this is OH. Okay, and this hydrogen, okay, this will be also moving up towards us. Okay, and this vertical line will represent, that is the bond which is going going away from the reader. Okay, going away from the reader. This will be represented like this. Okay, ये देखो ऐसे. So COOH, and this is CH3. So what you are representing in this Fisher projection is that, okay, so there will be one vertical line, and this vertical line will representing, that is a bond which is going away from the reader. Okay, जो भी इसमें आएगा, और horizontal line में, okay, हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन में जितने भी आएंगे, ओके, जितने भी मॉलिक्यूल, जितने भी एटम्स आएंगे, ओके, जितने भी मॉलिक्यूल्स आएंगे, दैट विल रिप्रेजेंट द बॉन्ड विच इज कमिंग टूवर्ड्स द रीडर साइड, ओके, हमारे साइड में आएगा, बराबर है। ये देखो आप, you can correlate this structure with this structure, then you can easily understand hydrogen and OH, okay. So this H and OH, they are facing towards the reader, and COH and CH3, they are facing away from the reader, okay. So in this way, the we can understand the Fisher projection, okay. So another way, the another examples are also given in our book, okay, that you can refer. So this is the Fisher projection formula, is more commonly used in carbohydrate chemistry. So where it is used, so it is more, this Fisher projection is used in carbohydrate chemistry. कार्बोहाइड्रेट केमिस्ट्री में इसको ज्यादातर यूज करते हैं, ओके, कार्बोहाइड्रेट केमिस्ट्री. So in this way, a three-dimensional molecule will be represented on a plane of paper. So if I'm saying this is a Fisher projection, then one can easily understand that the horizontal line पे जो भी है, that is facing towards the reader, and vertical line पे जो भी है वो क्या हो रहा है, facing away from the reader, okay. So horizontal line, okay, for your understanding, horizontal line, it will be facing towards reader, okay, facing towards reader. Vertical line, this will be facing away from the reader, away from reader, okay, away from the reader. That can be easily understood with the help of correlation with the Wage formula and the Fisher formula, okay. And जो क्रॉस हो रहा है वहां पे क्या रहेगा, क्रॉस हो रहा है वहां पे, देयर विल बी वन कार्बन एटम, डेफिनेटली जितने भी क्रॉस हो रहा है वहां पे क्या रहेगा, कार्बन एटम रहेगा. इफ सपोज देयर आर लाइक दिस, यस, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, यहाँ पे एक कार्बन एटम रहेगा, डेफिनेटली यहाँ पे एक कार्बन एटम रहेगा, ओके, एंड देयर विल बी one carbon atom and one carbon atom will be present over here, okay, in the cross. So this is about the Fisher projection, okay. Third we'll see the Newman projection formula. So third we'll see Newman projection formula. So third one is the Newman projection formula. We'll see what is there in the Newman projection formula, okay. Newman projection, because there are various ways that we are studying, okay, drawing the molecule in 3 dimension. So in this method, the projection of a 3-dimensional molecule on a plane of paper, all these are what the ways by which we are representing a 3-dimensional molecule plane of paper पे कैसे represent करते हैं, okay, ये उसके सारे methods है, okay. So this Newman projection formula, in this way, the 3-dimensional molecule, okay, same here, 3D molecule will be represented on a प्लेन पेपर. प्लेन पेपर में कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं हम लोग, ओके, बाय ड्रॉ, ओके, बाय विजुअलाइजिंग द मॉलिक्यूल, बाय लुकिंग थ्रू, ओके, बाय लुकिंग थ्रू carbon carbon single bond, okay. So what we will have to, visualize, we will have to visualize, what we have to visualize, a carbon carbon, okay, a single bond की तरफ हमें देखना है, okay. How to visualize it, okay, we'll discuss. So we have to visualize a carbon carbon single bond, okay. So how we have to visualize the carbon carbon single bond, okay. So we have to face towards the carbon carbon single bond in such a way that they will get overlap. वो क्या हो जाएंगे, ओवरलैप हो जाएंगे, यानी कार्बन एक आगे रहेगा, एक आगे रहेगा, और एक कहाँ पे रहेगा, पीछे रहेगा. इफ दिस इज इफ वी आर ऑब्जर्विंग दिस कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड फ्रॉम दिस डायरेक्शन सपोज, तो ये क्या हो जाएंगे, ओवरलैप हो जाएंगे. एंड हाउ टू रिप्रेजेंट इट, विल सी, okay. So how we have to first visualize the carbon carbon single bond, okay. In such case the carbon carbon is not visible, okay. carbon carbon जो bond होगा visible नहीं होगा, क्योंकि क्या है, हम लोग उसको आगे से देख रहे हैं, okay. So right now we are observing this carbon carbon bond, single bond है, और ये देखो एक यहाँ पे कार्बन बॉन्ड रहेगा, एक कार्बन एटम रहेगा, उसके जस्ट पीछे एक दूसरा कार्बन एटम रहेगा. So whether is it possible to view the bond which is present between that carbon atom, नहीं दिखाई देगा हमें, क्योंकि क्या है, हम उसको आगे से देख रहे हैं, बराबर है. एक कार्बन ही हमारे आगे है और जस्ट उसके पीछे दूसरा कार्बन एटम है और उनके बीच में बॉन्ड. तो हम लोग उसको बॉन्ड को नहीं देख पाएंगे बिकॉज वी आर ऑब्जर्विंग फ्रॉम दिस डायरेक्शन, बराबर है, उसके आगे से देख रहे हैं हम लोग. ओके, सो इन द सेम वे the carbon is not visible. A convention is followed to represent the front carbon by a point. Okay, अभी कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, जो फ्रंट वाला जो कार्बन है, ओके, फ्रंट वाला जो कार्बन है उसको कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं हम लोग, पॉइंट से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. ये वाला जो पॉइंट है वो क्या है, फ्रंट कार्बन की भी. ओके, एंड द रियर कार्बन, रियर यानी बैक साइड वाला, ओके, जो रियर कार्बन है, ओके, दैट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय अ सर्कल. ओके, so circle around each, okay, that will be represented by a circle around it, circle around it, and uske ye dekho circle. Okay, so in this way it will be represented, the front carbon atom will be represented by a single point, and the rear carbon, the back side carbon जो पीछे है उसको कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, सर्कल से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. ओके, सो the remaining circle, the remaining three bonds at each of these two carbon are drawn like spokes of wheel. तो हमने देखा है spokes of wheel कैसे होते हैं, spokes of wheel. ओके, बीच में ये बेरिंग रहता है, बराबर है, व्हील्स देखा है हम लोगों ने, और ये क्या होते हैं, स्पोक्स रहते हैं उसको, बराबर है, लाइक दीज आर दी स्पोक्स. ओके, हमारे व्हील्स के, टायर के, जो व्हीकल्स या फिर बाइसिकल के स्पोक्स है, बराबर है, कैसे दिखाई देते हैं. सो इन दिस वे इट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड लाइक द स्पोक्स. ओके, तो कैसे देखेंगे हम लोग. ओके, so conventionally three bonds are at the front carbon and are shown to radiate from the center of the circle. Okay, and back side वाले तो वो पहले draw कर लेता हूँ मैं, and then you will visualize it. Okay, so now consider this is a carbon atom. Okay, this is a carbon atom which is represented by point. तो ये कौन सा होगा, फ्रंट वाला कार्बन एटम होगा. यहाँ पे लिखना नहीं है हमें कार्बन एटम, बिकॉज वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाट दीज आर द रिप्रेजेंटेशन. ओके, ये है कार्बन एटम. ओके, उसके बाद में नाउ व्हाट आर द स्पोक्स. ये देखो, ये वाला स्पोक हो गया सपोज, और ये दूसरा वाला स्पोक हो गया, और ये सपोज हो गया तीसरा वाला स्पोक. चलो, okay, so now what this will represent, this will represent a carbon atom which is present at the center, which is forming a bond, 1 2 3, three bonds with the atom. Suppose ये हाइड्रोजन एटम है, ये हाइड्रोजन एटम है एंड हाइड्रोजन एटम है. क्या हो गया फॉर्मूला, CH3, बराबर है, CH3 हो गया. ये देखो कार्बन है, यहाँ पे लिखना नहीं हमें यहाँ पे, बिकॉज हमने उसको पॉइंट से रिप्रेजेंट किया है. एंड व्हाट दिस पॉइंट इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग, दिस पॉइंट इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग अ फ्रंट कार्बन एटम. हम लोग इसको इस साइड से देख रहे हैं. ओके, सो नाउ अभी मैं ड्रॉ कर रहा हूं सर्कल, अभी मैं ड्रॉ कर रहा हूं सर्कल. ओके, नाउ व्हाट दिस सर्कल विल रिप्रेजेंट, दिस सर्कल विल रिप्रेजेंट द अनदर कार्बन एटम. वो कहाँ पे है, उसके पीछे है. जो आगे में जो फ्रंट वाला जो कार्बन एटम है उसके पीछे ये वाला कार्बन एटम है. ओके, एंड नाउ हाउ विल रिप्रेजेंट इट्स द डिफरेंट एटम व्हिच इज बॉन्डेड. तो ये देखो, एक ये वाला है बॉन्ड है, बराबर है, एक दूसरा वाला बॉन्ड है. ओके, और ये हो गया तीसरा वाला बॉन्ड सपोज. ओके, ये सपोज तीसरा वाला बॉन्ड हो गया. तो आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे दिस इज हाइड्रोजन. ओके, then this is suppose hydrogen atom and this is hydrogen atom. So ये देखो स्पेशली यहाँ पे देखो, सर्कल से जो अटैच है बॉन्ड, सर्कल से जो अटैच है बॉन्ड, सर्कल से जो अटैच है बॉन्ड, वो किसके है, पीछे वाला जो कार्बन एटम है उसके बॉन्ड. जो पॉइंट से अटैच्ड है, पॉइंट से जो अटैच्ड है वो किसके साथ बॉन्ड फॉर्म कर रहे हैं, जो आगे वाले जो फ्रंट जो कार्बन एटम है उसके साथ बॉन्ड फॉर्म कर रहे हैं. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ न्यूमैन प्रोजेक्शन फार्मूला. इन दिस वे अ थ्री डायमेंशनल मॉलिक्यूल इज रिप्रेजेंटेड ऑन अ प्लेन ऑफ पेपर. ओके, यानी जो पॉइंट वाला है वो आगे है कार्बन एटम, और जो सर्कल वाला कार्बन एटम है वो कहाँ पे, पीछे साइड में है. And we are observing from this side right now. Okay, so in this way इट हैज टू रिप्रेजेंट. चलो दूसरा मैं आपको यहाँ पे ड्रॉ करके दिखाता हूँ. चलो ये वाला सपोज ये है एक यस. सो कंसीडर दिस इज वन कार्बन एटम विच इज अटैच विद दिस हाइड्रोजन एंड ये देखो और ये देखो ये एक हाइड्रोजन है ये एक हाइड्रोजन है. Okay, so what this will represent right now? This will represent this front carbon atom. Okay, चलो अभी मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पे एक सर्कल ड्रॉ कर लिया and now I am representing yes एक यहाँ पे और एक यहाँ पे और एक यहाँ पे. So right now सर्कल से सर्कल के साथ कितने बॉन्ड है 1 2 and 3 बॉन्ड. Okay, so in this way आप देखो दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है. जो बॉन्ड है ये पॉइंट से अटैच्ड है और जो दूसरे जो बॉन्ड है वो कहाँ से अटैच्ड है सर्कल से अटैच्ड है. सर्कल से अटैच जो भी बॉन्ड है वो किसके किसके साथ है रियर वाले कार्बन के साथ जो है एटम्स उसके साथ बॉन्डेड है और पॉइंट वाले के साथ जो भी बॉन्डेड है अटैच्ड है वो किसके साथ है फ्रंट वाला जो कार्बन एटम है उसके साथ बॉन्डेड है. सो इन दिस वे दिस इज द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ कॉल्ड एज अ न्यूमैन प्रोजेक्शन. ओके फॉर्मूला and CH3 okay क्या है कौन सा फॉर्मूला है CH3 that is ethane. okay ethane जिसमें दो कार्बन एटम रहते हैं. okay ethane both are the formula of the ethane. okay so next we'll see the Sohor's or Anderon or perspective formula. okay the last fourth one. okay the fourth one and the last one is the Sohor's. It is also called as Sohor's or Anderon or perspective formula. Perspective formula. So this is also a three-dimensional formula we are representing on a plain paper. Okay, so these are the drawing the molecules in three dimension. Okay, so the last one that is a Sohor's Anderon or perspective formula. So in this representation, a carbon-carbon, a single bond is represented by a long slanting line. Okay, देखो carbon-carbon ये जो bond है वो कैसे represent how to represent it? So this has to represent a long slanting line. Okay, this has to represent by a long slanting line. How to represent it with the long slanting line से represent करते हैं. Okay, so suppose this is a long slanting line in the Sohor's okay formula. So what this will represent? This will represent there is one carbon and there is a one carbon atom like a zigzag formula जो हम लोगों ने देखा उसी की तरह. Okay, so but this carbon will not be written over there. Okay, वो लिखा नहीं होता है वहाँ पे. We have to understand it. Okay, so and is represented by a long slanting line and the lower end of the line represent the front carbon. okay so ये देखो यहाँ पे जो lower end है जो नीचे वाला जो end है वो क्या है front portion है. okay the lower end of this slanting line will represent the front carbon and upper end of the as the rear. okay rear side. so we know the front side means what जो हम लोग observe कर रहे हैं इसको तो जो आगे वाला जो जो लोअर लाइन रहेगी ओके स्लैंटिंग लाइन का जो लोअर पोर्शन रहेगा दैट विल रिप्रेजेंट द फ्रंट पोर्शन ऑफ दिस carbon and the front carbon atom or we can say and the upper end of this slanting line will represent the rear carbon atom. okay so and the remaining three bonds at the two carbon are shown to radiate from the respective carbon. okay how to represent it वो देखेंगे हम लोग कैसे उसको represent करना है. चलो so suppose this is one slanting line. okay long slanting line. so what this will represent there is a carbon and there is a carbon atom which will be present at the end extreme ends में होंगे. okay so now this is one hydrogen atom this is another hydrogen atom and this is third one another hydrogen atom. so what we can predict from this what we can understand from this this is the front carbon atom and which is attached with these three hydrogen atoms. Okay, and this carbon atom is what? A front carbon atom, which is attached with these three um, hydrogen atoms. Now जो बैक साइड वाला है, ओके, सो ये है हाइड्रोजन, ये एक हाइड्रोजन एंड ये एक हाइड्रोजन. अब देखो दोनों में डिफरेंस है कि नहीं. ओके, सो दोनों में चेक करो आप लोग. यस, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस है. यस, तो ऐसे भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं हम लोग, चाहे तो फिर हम लोग उसको ऐसे भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. ओके, लाइक दिस सिमिलर पैटर्न. दिस इज अ स्लैंटिंग लाइन, front carbon atom, okay, back carbon atom, okay, and this is a hydrogen, hydrogen atom. Similar way here also hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. Okay, थोड़ा सा उसी की लाइन में लिया हम लोगों ने, इसको थोड़ा अलग लेते हैं. इसको ऐसे लेते हैं, so you will understand. Yes, so both are the ways to represent a sawhorse. Okay, sawhorse, that is also called as Anderon or perspective formula. Okay, so which is represented by a long slanting line. Long slanting line with the lower end will represent the front portion. This will represent the front portion, front carbon atom. Okay, यहाँ पे carbon atom रहेगा. Okay, we will not write it carbon. We have to understand it. And the upper end of the slanting line will represent the, yes, back portion or rear portion. Okay, rear portion. So rear carbon atom, so it can be represented in both the ways. Okay, so ये देखो ये वाला हाइड्रोजन एक ही इसमें अलाइन है, और ये देखो डिफरेंट वे से अलाइन है. Okay, so these are the ways of representation. Okay, so in the next video we'll see the classification of organic compounds. Okay,